Hey guys, time for another review. Haven't done one in a while, but I do have several drones to review now. So today I'm going to review the Hubsan H501C, which is a camera drone. Just a little bit about Hubsan as a company. The name of the company is actually Shenzhen Hubsan Technology Company. So they're a pretty big company based in southern China. They also have a location in the US in Walnut, California. They were founded in 2010. So they're a pretty reputable drone company. They've been around for nearly 10 years now. You'll see a lot of their drones. And yeah, so this guy comes with, got your drone, you get a full set of props. You get this little prop tool here, which makes it really easy to take these off. You just basically clamp the motor with that little fork, and then the propellers just spin off. So easy to get on and off. Hubsan drones are nice because they label where the propellers go, so you got your B and A ones for clockwise and counterclockwise. So yeah, easy to get things together and get it up in the air. Got your battery port back here. This drone takes a 2700 milliamp 10C battery, which is I actually have about 4 of these because I had that 501M, which I lost. So I had quite a few extra things. I had a whole extra set of propellers as well. The propellers pretty much fit, from what I can see, on any of the X4s. They fit pretty much on any of the drones. I think they're interchangeable. Same with the batteries. These guys have a pretty good lifespan actually, and they don't take that long to charge. I find the Hubsan chargers to be really good. I charge my Bugs 2 batteries in that as well because it seems to just be faster. Anyway, yeah, comes with, let's see, did I forget anything? Yes, you've got the controller right here. Comes with that. Doesn't really come with any spare parts. There really aren't any. Simple to use controller. It's like a video game style controller. So you've got your photo and camera on the left shoulder button, your return to home on the right shoulder button, and some buttons for trim, which I don't really use too much because it's a GPS drone, so you really don't have to adjust that too much. And you've got 2 rates as well, so that button actually pushes in to go to expert rate, which give you a little more speed and a little bit tighter control. It's nice that it has 2 rates actually. Brushless motors, really nice sounding drone when you fire it up. So yeah, what do I like about this drone? One thing is it's got excellent range. The calibration is super easy to do, and it just never really fails. It's really an easy to use drone. I love this thing. I actually bought this because I was waiting for my Bugs 2 replacement to come, and it was going to take so long, but I just broke down and bought one of these because I had all these H501M batteries and propellers of the Hubsan that I lost that was controlled with Wi-Fi. That was my first review actually that I did, which had no range. This thing has excellent range. There's telemetry data on the controller too, so it shows you, it basically just switches, it's a small screen on here, so it just switches from the horizontal, it'll give you the distance, to the vertical and back and forth. So there's a few seconds, it just switches back and forth, so you just have to look at it for a second to find out where you are. That's super handy to have. Battery life is great. I mean, at least 20 minutes. I think I'm getting a little more even. I usually put it in expert rate. It's not gonna be, a super fast flyer, but I don't really consider that a drone because it's got an extremely good camera quality and a great lens. is a 1080p camera. So there's no FPV, there's no app, and there's no place for your phone. So if you're looking to like have a drone that you can look at your phone and see where you are, that's not what this one's going to do for you. But it has everything else. I mean, GPS, really, really good GPS. Although it's limited to 12 satellites, I think, is the maximum. But, you know, plenty. Brushless motors, really solid drone. These X4s from Hubsan, this whole range is just built really nicely. It doesn't have a scratch on it, and I've whacked it into things a few times. So yeah, really a solid drone as well. The camera quality is great on this too. I have to say, it's a really rich kind of color. I'd say it's maybe a little bit oversaturated. You can check out some of my videos. I have lots of footage of the 501C. I kind of fell in love with this guy when I was waiting for my bugs, because it was a chance to give Hubsan another chance. Since I had that flyaway with the 501M, and I just chalked that one up to a loss. I think this costs about €135 online on Banggood.com. What are the cons? I guess, if anything, maybe it's, you know, slow flyer. Some people might not like that it doesn't have any kind of app or FPV, but it's a camera drone. It's not made for FPV flying anyway, really, you know, FPV racing at least or anything. The props are decent, but I found that they do break fairly easily. The other thing you probably want to do is, if you're like me and you do any kind of night flying or flying even in overcast weather, these lights are really bright. I'm talking, they're brighter than most drones I've seen. So what I did is I just wrapped some tape, sort of electrical type tape, a gray tape over the light cup down here, just at the front where it would reflect into the camera, and then I can still see the blue lights because it's so bright. But I actually could see like a blue kind of ghostly light even in daylight when I first got it, before I decided to do this little mod. And in the nighttime, you really see it. It's really pronounced. It shows up on all your footage. So watch out for that, because the lights on this baby they're really bright. Brighter than any other drone that I've seen, really. This little mod though really dampens them up fine. You only need one layer of tape. I had a couple layers on there because I was kind of worried that it was too bright. That's the startup sound, by the way. But you can see blue in the front, red in the back, just like it should be. So very logical, consistent. Yeah, just might want to dampen them up if you're like me and you like your footage to be clean and good quality. So yeah, that's about it. I have to say, this drone really turned around. I was really unhappy with this 501M, and I gotta say, Hubsan has a winner here, and I'm sure a lot of their other drones, the 501, H501A, and the reviews I've seen of the 501S and stuff, they look great too. But the range that you get out of this is, I've gotten like 400 meters pretty easily. It's got fantastic range for just a basic controller like this. They just must have some pretty good antennas in there or something. One last thing. This drone will not, as far as I can tell, return to home if you run out of battery altogether. When I tested it, it just kind of starts to go at low altitude, and then it pretty much lands where you are. So keep an eye on your battery. Even at 2 and 1 bar left, you still get a considerable amount of extra time. So you should be able to bring it back if you just keep an eye on it and bring it back. You know, when the lights in the back start flashing red, bring it back home. You've got a return to home button, but this thing will not automatically just return to home on its own. So be careful of that, because you don't want it landing, 200 meters away from you in a lake or something like that. So great drone, and happy to finally review it. So thanks a lot, guys, for your support and your time, and there's a link to the channel in the description. Talk to you soon.